First down, and it's Pollard again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Safety's creeping. Switch, switch, switch. Check 37, check 37. Hey, alert 3. Slam, slam.
On first down, Pollard. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Push him back. Push him back. No. Can't. So we're going to 52. Get. Hey, turn it out. Check 3. Under crunch. Check 43. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 53.
Run for Pollard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Check it out. Kill. He's coming. Go. Get out there. Check. Joker.
10th carry now for Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going.
Check 26. 36. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Why? Hey, we're going to 54. Why in? Press down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Big Ed. Check. Lucky. 49. Check 49. So we're going to 52. Check the backer. Tight guard. Hatchet. Switch it, hey. Check 13. Check 20.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 54, come on. 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
He pulled the plug.
The NFL Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Mike 54. Go. Go. He's checking. Crash.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Check. Gun.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and goal for Cousins. They'll roll him out right. He can run, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
We're going to 54. Mike 54. So don't say nothing. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 70 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go, D.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Cousins. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 33 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
We're going to 54. Why is? Done.
On second down, Elliott. And an alley to Ezekiel Elliott. Gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 56 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Vikings take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Cook, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Shit. Watch the edge. Back. So we're going to 52. Watch out. Go. Get out there. Watch the twin. Here we go. Going to 54. Why ain't?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down by Emerson Griffin.
Good work, D. That's how we work, folks.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Check 4. Alert 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash. We're going to 54. Why ain't?
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Squeeze, double. Lean up, 48.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Sets up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Two. Hey, no, easy. Hey, Delta. 53, Mike.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
On 1st down, Elliott, a strong running. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Forbath will put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Wiggles free. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Running with Elliott, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bravo. Right there, 54, right? First. 54, Mike. Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He's coming. Hey. 6 guys. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost loss 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. Stays on his feet. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Elliott. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18.
13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
Required to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 57 yards. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Wide.
Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Cousins to throw. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
No. Off. Share.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Throwing, Cousins, and this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. Well, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. This is Elliott. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Throwing now. now. Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Dancing to Jackson, hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now Jackson forced out to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, but it'll be second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here playing the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 43 yards. On first and 10, Prescott. it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
I'm going back to you.
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's got Snead. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 35 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Hard throw. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Let's go. Do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 79 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath, the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A first down carry by Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On second down, it's Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. To try again after the sack. Jackson. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
You already know it, brother.
Now Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, he got it back.
Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Get up that fast.
Jackson now. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Slam, slam, slam.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And out across midfield down to the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Yeah, I really just started playing with other teams, but normally I run with these guys.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Get no escape artists. Because then what happened is I found myself trying to do it, and it don't work. So I found myself losing a lot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. All right, open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's why I don't
3
like
touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
But the best place to use it, believe it or not, is like around, I would say, between 1 and the 3-yard line, maybe 5-yard line. And what's going to happen is
Forbath is sending away now following the touchdown.
So once you run commit and they see
this is fielded a couple yards deep.
It's not a run. They don't really.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Wait for anything to come over. So more than likely, they'll take advantage of that little window and they'll throw it fast. And that's what you want them to do. Yeah.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. They'll run here with Ingram. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and goal, Jackson eluding the pressure run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
When I see a play like that, come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Prescott from his end zone on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Put it on the outside.
Here's Thomas. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Let's see if you know how to stop what you want.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Throwing is Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
This should be wide open. This should be touchdown right here.
A first down throw for Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Prescott on first down. He's got the connection to Cooper. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 41 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Room to run past midfield. There goes Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 61 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt in a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, just got stripped. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 99 yards. And the Cowboys,
Good game, bro.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow, on the line, right? You got to get the ball, D, get the ball, right?
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes, flush to his right. And going deep, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watch out, watch out. We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
47.
56. Mike's 56. Here I come.
26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And again, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now, 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Prescott yet again. And this one's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there. They think those numbers are going to increase.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow, and he will take it in. A Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Again, that's Watkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Check, check. Mike, 50, Mike. Come on, baby.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Mahomes to the former Ram, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes going to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 38, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. On second and goal. Prescott. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Mahomes. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That one complete to Hill. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Mahomes now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 30. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
46.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And that's caught inside the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with it. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Spawn. No. Check your hot read. Kill.
Now Elliott. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Throwing, Prescott, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again? He's got him in, complete, past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Damian Wilson in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
Chiefs 29.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Now spin. Check the backer, check the backer. Tight dog. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 13, check 13. Check 24, check 24. Let's go. Block it, man.
First carry for James Conner. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A big pickup of 38. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring out a 3rd down.
We got three. Show it.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, the Steelers called on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Line in. Watch the safety going to 50.
Prescott to throw it. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the job you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again to Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It'll take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 1, Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the target there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, dude. 44. Hey, Alpha. Check right 54. Take both of them. Come on. You better bring it. Check.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Five. Check. Watch 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Take 2 of them. Check 3.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day. Check.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Black 20. Black 5-4. I got you.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Blitz coming And down he goes. Malik Collins with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. It got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. And go kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Prescott to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Ben to throw again. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Now Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6. A Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it and go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On second down, it's Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 47. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Prescott. And an alley to run. Well, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now Connor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check 4, check 4. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Again, a run with Connor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Too low, Cat. Mike's 54. Hey. Now watch one.
I got to do a phone interview
He's
first.
crashing.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
180. 50. Check 52.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, it's Connor. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up. Now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Third and 4, and this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run here with counter. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's counter. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Connor, and he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today. Oh, and he's not good.